I'm a has-been, washed-up thru hiker. I've attempted to and failed both, but I love it out here and I like meeting you guys.
Awesome. Very excited about heading into the Superstition Mountains. So coming down Mount Lemon somewhere, I lost this little piece on my trekking pole, and now in the Superstitions I just found someone else's. The trail takes and the trail provides. Beautiful. So this is pretty rich. Cruising into Lake Roosevelt last night, just kind of walking down the forest road, filming some stuff as the sun set over the lake, which was really beautiful. Ended up dropping my trekking pole somewhere and doubled back not once but twice to go back over it with a headlamp, and just seemingly vanished into thin air. No idea, none of the hikers behind me ended up finding it, but it ended up adding an extra 3 miles to my day, so I'm feeling exceptionally burnt out right now. And it looks like I've got about a 19-mile water carry out of Lake Roosevelt up into the Four Peaks Wilderness area. So just gonna camel up and get started. Actually, Adriana's meeting up with me for an early birthday off of the 87 in, I guess, tomorrow night. So got that to look forward to.
My head, and you linger like a haunting refrain, and I find you spinning round in my brain like the bubbles in a glass of champagne. You go to my head like a sip of sparkling burgundy brew, and I find the very mention of you like the kicker in a tulip or two. The thrill of the thought that you might give a thought to my plea cast a spell over me. Still I say to myself, get a hold of yourself, can't you see? It can never be me. You go to my head with a smile that makes my temperature rise, like a summer with 1,000 Julys. You intoxicate my soul with your eyes. Though I'm certain that this heart of mine a ghost of a chance in this crazy romance. You go to my head.
Come on, Ryan, we're singing happy birthday.
Enjoy your hike. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, just a little under 70 miles to Pine. I'll cut it and make it sound nice.
He's gonna cut me like my wife does. I'm pretty sure. She cuts about 4/5 of everything I do, I think, which is perfect. At any rate, though, my name is Sky. In the real world, they call me Daryl Anglin, actually. I used to fly paragliders in the old days, and when you fly a paraglider so high they can't see you anymore, they say you've skied out. That's how I became Sky. Way up there. When you can't see him, then he's Sky. That's all right. But I don't get a Sky anymore today. I'm walking the Arizona Trail with this young man. It's been a pleasure to meet him. And so, yeah, kind of a deal. I'm out trying to get stronger than I used to be. 5 years ago, I couldn't hold my hands over my head for 5 seconds. 10, I think I could some days probably, but it was really difficult because I had a bad cancer that had lots of terrible treatment, and by the time I got done I was pretty wiped out. So this is just part of let's recover from that and let's not stay sick, you know. And I'm enjoying a remission of 5 years right now, and they told me that you probably aren't going to get more than 6 months, so I figure if I keep moving fast enough it may never catch me. That's probably all I got. I'll talk to you some other time. That's the thing, there's nothing to do about that. That's part of your personality. Either you got the gift of BS or you don't got it. Fun to hang with you, Ryan, brother.
All right, take care, buddy.
Don't throw rocks on me when you go by, all right?
Met up with a couple other hikers last night who are now friends, and stayed with them high up on a saddle in the Mazatzals, which is really beautiful, but got a little wind throughout the night and woke up in the morning and just wanted to pack up my stuff as quick as possible because it was really windy by the morning time, and hiked about a mile out and made some coffee and oatmeal and realized that I'd left my spoon at camp. So started the day off with a 2-mile trail run back to the campsite to grab my spoon, which I've got now, and hoping to have a pretty good day. Today is actually my birthday, so it'll be nice to be with some folks, and it's really just beautiful hiking out here on real trails. This is probably one of my favorite sections so far. Very thankful that I got here when the mud hardened, because you could tell that the people who were just ahead of me came here after the rain, and they're just carrying a lot of extra weight. We've got a visitor on the trail today.
We do. A temporary visitor. Little shower on the trail.
So I left Adriana at the trailhead this morning, and I've got a nice little morning stroll through Washington Park, which is probably one of my favorite places in all of Arizona. I spent basically every summer of my childhood coming up here, and my grandparents' ashes are actually buried under a tree here, so I'm very much looking forward to this morning's hike and getting up onto the rim and heading towards Flagstaff.
Someone out there, they've got it. Someone out there has found it. Someone out there is searching. Someone out there is learning. Read, find another place that'll be. Let us calm our minds and we'll leave. Let's close our eyes and we'll see.
So a little tip I learned from some other hikers is just to check on your feet every 10 or so miles, air them out, and make sure you've got no hot spots that could maybe turn into blisters. And I've got a couple little spots, and so I've got Leuco tape everywhere. It's on my phone, keep it on some bags of chips. I have it wrapped around a Sharpie. So I'm just gonna do a little repair work. I actually switched out into a new pair of Lone Peaks yesterday, so they feel really good, and the other ones were feeling just flat and kind of worn out. So stoked to have some new shoes, and the terrain is just so much better up here. It's just walking on pine needles and not jamming my foot into a rock every 20 feet. Packed out this really soft Italian bread, and I've got some olive oil, so I'm having that for lunch, which is pretty good. Making a mess.
Read, find another place that'll be. Let us calm our minds and we'll leave. Let's close our eyes and we'll see. Read, find another place that'll be. Let us calm our minds and we'll leave. Let's close our eyes and we'll see.
Just trying to eat this couscous and refried beans and recover. Had a really long day, about 31 miles. The trail was super flat, so I just was kind of cruising for a while, and I wanted to get in so I could get to Mormon Lake early tomorrow, but I'm exhausted.
Someone out there searching for a way to find you. It's been too long. If it hadn't been some time this week, we've done
220 calories per tortilla. Plus, I made a real coffee. This is AZT jail if they catch you littering. So I left a 0-degree sleeping bag with my cousin in Flagstaff, and I'm meeting him off of a forest road by Mormon Lake to pick it up because last night was miserable, and I'm really looking forward to having a nice warm night tonight. Oh my God. Incredible. Look at that, angels. Oh God, today has been brutal. Felt really good this morning, and then about 10 miles outside of Flagstaff, I started getting really bad shin splints in my right leg. And I never had them before, and I've pretty much just been limping the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. And I've got about another 4 or 5 to go until I get to the trailhead and get picked up. But really looking forward to taking a couple zeros in Flagstaff and just letting my body repair itself, because I'm finally starting to feel very burnt out and just worn down. Not good.